roll the tape for this flyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world and the former UFC bantamweight champion, Henry Triple C Cejudo! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, ready to go here, round one. The boxing repertoire of Henry Cejudo has really improved leaps and bounds. This is a really clean, technical fighter who more often than not gets off to a good start. Didn't against Benavidez, figures to get off to a pretty good start tonight. All right, so we'll see if Brandon Moreno can get off to a good start tonight. He is a 5-tool player, but the jab would appear to be his weapon of choice here in the early days.
And honestly, John, he's developed even further as he has gone to Missouri to train. The guy is getting better. He does a good job of finding his range. He shortened his stance a little bit, so he's not so much in a boxing stance, but he is using that to defend leg kicks more effectively, but also still have the ability to go find that jab. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Ground and pound strike there now.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Cejudo.
Now he's going full mount. He's trying to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Posture's high. Another ground and pound strike lands. Moreno's in half guard now. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
10 seconds now in round one.
Gotta be careful here.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Stop!
That last round didn't go our way. This round, we need to go to our jiu-jitsu. That's where you're going to beat this guy. Be smart. We have to set up that.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns before, he needs to react real quick.
Well, at this point, he's really got to think about mixing some things up a little bit more and working that body. He's had a lot of success up top, working the head, but at some point, change your level, work that midsection. him with the straight. Nice job there by Brandon Moreno. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Straight punches, true. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing.
He's going guillotine.
Ooh, that's tight. Might just be a matter of time now. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it shows in that defense.
Good work from the top here by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. While he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight, I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Moreno's in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off this back.
And there you go, again, half guard. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
Reversal to top position by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo.
Just work. I'll stand it up. Work.
90 seconds now to go in round two.
Great job not only reversing the position, but getting to your dominant position.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Under a minute now to go in the round. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love it. I love all the grappling that was on display there. But fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Now listen, this is a very even fight right now. I need you to want this more than he does. Go out.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice jab by Brandon Moreno. High guard, and he gets that thing to the target.
Gets to the target.
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. That's a big strike right there.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Oh, nice.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Brandon Strikes nicely here from top position.
And another strike from the top lands for him. And there you go again, half guard.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Changing the position.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Under a minute now to go in the fight. Cejudo's right back to the full mount here. Nice positional control here. Cejudo ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Cejudo. He continues to evolve as a striker.
On to the mount.
What a 15 minutes put forth. All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno!
All right, no draw, no controversy tonight. Brandon Moreno, the Assassin Baby, your winner by decision.
These championship rounds that he has fought in over the course of his career has prepared him for the long fight, and he looked comfortable throughout this fight tonight. Great job by the Assassin Baby.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the Octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paulo the Eraser Costa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel the Last Style Bender Adesanya.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second meeting between Israel Adesanya and Paulo Costa, and candidly, relative to expectations, I'm not sure that any title fight was more disappointing than what it was expected to be than the first meeting between these two guys at UFC 253.
Yeah, we expected a battle. Yes, Paulo Costa was that destroyer. Izzy got him out of there quick. Paulo Costa said, on that night, I will be back. We have finally circled our way back to these two. And I expect a much different fight, much more competitive fight in the Octagon tonight. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds today.
No feeling out process at all. From the moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again.
Big counter right hand.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand there from Israel Adesanya. You know, you worry so much, DC, about the kicking game. Sometimes you forget about those hands on Israel Adesanya. Oh, so he misses with a hook there. There it was again, though. We thought he might go back to it. He did, but unable to connect there. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Oh, big left hook there. Back and forth we go. He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Oh, you gotta love the leg kicks, and there it is. Under a minute now to go. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive. Lands a shot to the leg.
Nice left hand.
Oh, effective use of the jab by Costa. Final seconds of round one. That's as good a punch as he's pulled. So there's the one at the end of the round. He got knocked down near the end of it. Saved by the bell. He will live to fight on. The question is for how long. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if
high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Adesanya. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly.
Israel Adesanya's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to feel everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
45 total strikes have found the mark for Paulo Costa. Strike.
He landed it perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Takes his back now. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Costa. All right, so we'll see what sort of defensive response ensues here. He's taking... Oh, another ground strike gets through. Costa's in half guard. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the back?
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cutman's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cutmen in the business, and they are going to need it right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that.
Well, this is... He's very close to the finish here. Oh, hook shot blocked there by Adesanya. 30 seconds to go in round two. 20 seconds left to go in round two. Final seconds here. Round three next. So what a round it was. One guy gets knocked down, then the other fighter answers. I think both of them are going to enjoy this 60-second breather on the stool.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And that's exactly what we saw in the previous round. One guy gets knocked down, he gets up. Other guy gets knocked down, he gets up even better. You stagger when you're getting up, I'll stagger all the way across the octagon, but I will get myself back composed and be ready to fight you again.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Third round underway. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd, obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea, and they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars. And right now, I am certain that they're both going to receive that check.
Just misses there with the left. Adesanya's eyes closing up. Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Costa's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Oh my God, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it on beautiful diving strike.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Oh, he's got his back. He needs to try to lift to return to the mat, so then he can try to chase submission.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And here we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so as they say, another highlight for the appreciable reel of the middleweight champ, Israel Adesanya, your winner tonight by knockout.
Adesanya is such a powerful guy and such a big guy that when he lands, he can shut your lights off. Tonight, he gets the job done in spectacular fashion.
And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Umar Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner,
ready to fight? Ready. Good.
So will Umar Nurmagomedov one day be an undisputed UFC bantamweight champion? As we get this fight started, let's see how he chooses to proceed. He's an outstanding grappler, an accomplished striker as well. But I guess his greatest asset is just fighting on instinct, right? Finding that flow state. Certainly in his last fight, he found it early, the finish materialized. How soon can Umar Nurmagomedov impose his will on the opposition here tonight? A good job defensively there to block the strike by Petr Yan. Fast pace here in the early going. Nice jab by Umar Nurmagomedov. Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good. Nice. Nicely done.
Oh, what a nasty flying knee to the head.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, look at that leg kick. Takedown defense holds up. And they separate. And now the jab gets through. The cardio and the conditioning of Petr Yan is just absurd. I mean, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Nice block.
Soft left gets through for Yan. 90 seconds now to go in round one. All 25 total strikes unofficially have landed for Petr Yan. Nurmagomedov's really limping heavily now. The leg kicks have started to pile up. Clearly, they're having the desired effect.
Good punch land.
Nice straight right hand. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. 20 seconds left. Both fighters throwing heat now. Nurmagomedov gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer. He looks like a professional boxer out there, throwing and stringing those combinations together. He landed those big punches over and over again, and it was this one right here that really did change the tide of the round.
Ready. Ready. Go.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these fighters.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, there it is. He stuffs yet another takedown, and not a bad attempt by the wrestler, but he hasn't realized any success with his takedown game thus far.
No, you know, sometimes, John, it's not enough. You can beat the guy to the position. The guy is just well-versed enough to defend. Oh! He's wobbling now.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Nice leg kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
And now some separation.
Punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a shot.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Right on the button. Oh, and there it is. Oh, picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
And now a head kick to boot.
Big right hand. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Hands up, hands up. And just misses with that big right hand. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here, DC. That could be pretty useful when it comes to the scorecards, potentially.
Very useful when it comes to the scorecards, but also a testament to his conditioning and his cardio to still be throwing takedown attempts at the end of rounds instead of winning fresh.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Petr Yan.
Okay, man. He's landing a lot more than you. You can do better than that. Where's your head movement? Where's your footwork? Okay. What have you been working on? Refocus.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, third and final round. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous two rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
Magomedov's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. Left hook to the head.
He's throwing bombs every time. That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the nightcap, plays a fight on this fight.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. All right, so the overhand has certainly been a big weapon for him here tonight. Look for him to go right back to it here if he can find an opening. Oh, that head kick was nasty. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attack. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from him.
He's got to see the finish here.
Back to his feet.
Nice work, Jake.
Now drops inside that close guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Yan's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later. Magomedov's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Magomedov's in half guard.
Getting the ball here. Oh, he got to his spot.
Right into side control. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he...
Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. He's got it locked in.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out.
You need to watch out his position.
Wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on.
All right, so the fight goes the distance. Outstanding action on both sides all night. All right, so as we await the judges' scorecards, DC will look back at his handiwork. He had it all going from a striking standpoint tonight.
Man, he did a great job. It was very entertaining to watch someone be in such a great state of flow, a great flow state in regards to the stand-up. He said that tonight we would be very impressed with his performance, and I am thoroughly impressed.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Pepper No Mercy.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. Now Buff gets like a half an hour break while we talk for 8 hours, but ultimately it's about the fighter and the more well-rounded fighter. Really dominated the wrestler, I thought, tonight.
He dominated. He dominated by staying safe, staying at range, making him fight where he was uncomfortable, doing the things that you need in order to beat a guy that possesses that skill set. It was beautiful. And how about him getting his own takedowns over the course of this victory? Just tremendous.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and Ultimate Fighter season winner and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Forrest Griffin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, ready to go for round 1 is the UFC Hall of Famer Forrest Griffin. More often than not, his wins have come towards the tail end of fights, right? The finishes, breaking guys down later in fights. We'll see what he chooses to do here early. Does he try to get the fight down into his wheelhouse against this striker tonight? We shall find out in short order. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Reyes. Oh, that's a big right hand from Dominic Reyes. We talk so much about his kicks. Don't sleep on those hands.
Don't sleep on the hands. He put Chris Weidman out with his hand. Chris Weidman's one of the greatest middleweights of all time. And Dominic Reyes got him out of there in 1 round. Oh, kick.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Leg kick is true.
Forward and takedown.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Dominic Reyes. Oh, you land, I land is how we're doing here. Working off the jab, it's good. And that right hand. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go into fight.
Let's move that head now.
Big left hand.
Boom, right hand down the middle.
And his chin been tested early. We're under 2 minutes now to go round 1. His misses are entertaining. Just misses with the jab there. Right, so the swelling becoming a real factor right now. Did they inject something into his face, or is he just swallowing from the strikes?
Swallowing from the strikes, man. Guy taking a couple shots. You never know which one is going to start to make you get damage. Something good landed, and now you see the swelling starting.
Under a minute now to go round one. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Oh, just open it up on a dime. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, a huge block there. Big right hand. On both sides in round one.
Great job. Take a deep breath. Nice job. How do you feel? That's right. Looked amazing. Now you should smell blood. Almost had him out this time. I want you.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round. Body shots.
That one connected. Nice. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Beat into the punch. Beat first. Reyes gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Griffin's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Head kick. Oh, right hand gets up to block. Come on now. Let's move. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Nice punch there by Griffin. 3 minutes to go in round two. Well, a really good set. This could be it. Big uppercut. Griffin's blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter to protect that already significantly damaged nose. Push kick there to the body. Pretty nice lead right there by Griffin. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nice by Griffin. Oh, another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Working from the top here. Pretty good ground and pound here by Griffin. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture or just go to the next position, start shoving that knee through, trying to get the half guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be in.
Well, the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Reyes gets absolutely torched by that uppercut. That one figures to leave him up. DC, I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish. He's hurt bad. Nice block.
I need you to pay attention. Protect yourself.
Big hook. Oh, huge left.
Keep your hands up.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, you can see his leg is hurt here, starting to limp a little bit. I think MAKHACHEV is the guy we point to for exuding all of that toughness. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Big left hand lands upstairs.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out to finish. Checks the leg kick. Griffin goes in for the takedown now, and he gets it. Nice fight IQ there after he had gotten stunned on the feet.
He passed the half guard.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Oh, how clean is that? Nice strike. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
I mean, how about that back and forth action throughout the final minute? What a fight as we go the full 15. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
All right, so the judges are in agreement tonight. He is your winner by unanimous decision. Certainly pretty easy fight to score, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy fight to score. Whereas his opponent had a few moments, he was the one that truly did lead all the interactions. He's the person that truly did dictate if the fight was standing or on the ground. This is his fight. He won this fight, and he won it in dominant fashion.
Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Sean Brady! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner, the future, Ian Machado!
ready to fight? Ready. Let's do
All
it.
right, so here we are back in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Truly an MMA hotbed. This UNESC arena has been a host to any number of different historical moments in the UFC. And we have some more UFC history here tonight.
And one of the biggest moments for women Brazilian fighters, Amanda Nunes, fought there.
Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's got...
Looks like he's trying for a submission now.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Brick house, Brady's trying for a Kimura here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Ian Machado down. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. And there you go, again, half guard.
Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. In the half guard. Nice pass.
Machado carries right back to the full mount. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, side control now. All right, closed guard now.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. Knee on belly.
All right, feet on the hips here. 30 seconds to go. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Round two straight ahead.
Hey, stop.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns.
All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my tune.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two is underway. Brady gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can wrap.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Nicely done. Brady gets back up. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his takedown defense holds up.
Now some separation from his first position.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook at the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Oh, he missed with the hook there. We thought he might go back to it. He did. focus on the right side of his body. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Brady gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry. Armbar set up here.
Nice setup on that armbar.
Looks to me like he's got that submission close. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Use your hips to get back in the guard.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Less than a minute now to go in round two. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Brady's back to the side control now.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, he's got that submission locked in. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Beautifully placed with the hook there by Machado Gary. Looking to land the right hand, he misses.
Jeez, you can hear that.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Brady getting tattooed by that stiff jab. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head?
I want you to slice through to half guard.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round three.
Oh, right into mouth.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Gary.
This is a terrible position.
Get out of there.
Brady's in half guard now. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Dig the elbows and get to the half guard.
He passes to half guard.
Ian Machado Gary's back in full mount.
Let's go. I need you to posture and follow on it.
Wow, he actually reversed the position, but he didn't stop there. He took a strong top position himself.
Brady's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
There it is, now he's going to mount.
Under a minute to go here in our third and final round. Oh, good ground and pound here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
He's got to be careful here.
Big shot. An elbow. Well, the fight goes the distance, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how you end a fight. All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight, and Larson got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Sean Brady!
All right, so a big win for the BJJ player here tonight. Didn't force the submission. A lot of good control on the ground. And for the well-rounded fighter, back to the drawing board.
But that is where he really does shine. He never forces anything. He never puts himself in danger. He is not a submission over position guy. He is okay with just riding you on the bottom, beating you up a little bit until eventually a submission presents itself. It didn't, but tonight he earns a easy decision victory.
Usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Batty Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gould, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. Here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Dan, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight, opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something. I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A+ skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. And now our tale to take for this lightweight scrap. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Paddy the Baddy opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, Iron MAKHACHEV!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Good.
All right, Michael Chandler back on the proven ground here tonight as we get this round underway. And you saw what he did early in that second round against Tony Ferguson with a highlight reel knockout that will withstand the test of time. We'll see if Chandler can get off to a good start in this round here. There's the leg kick, that one checked by Chandler. All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. He talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice. I think a lot of his success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops a big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC.
Single collar tie now. Chandler gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Oh, that strike to the body, man.
Gets to the single collar tie.
Chandler's head kick is blocked, so no damage with the day.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try to guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Guillotine here.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a bomb flu choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine by submitting his opponent. Incredible.
There it is.
Oh, was able to get out.
Oh, good job. It looked like he was going to tap with his left hand, but instead, he bridged off to the right and turned back into him to release some of the pressure on the bomb flu choke. Beautiful defense.
Outstanding look with the ground and pound here by Michael Chandler. Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is one of my favorite techniques. I got VOLKANOVSKI here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away. Pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Nice job last round. Take a deep breath and relax. All right, this next round, we want to do the same thing. Let's get this fight back down to the ground, and then we're in your world.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on Dan Hooker a few years back.
I mean, Michael Chandler is a beast. I think he's one of the best athletes we have in the UFC. He works extremely hard, and he's one of those guys that you just want to root for. He's got great power, but don't forget about that wrestling background that allows Chandler to get those hands to drop, thinking that you're going to take him down and then up over the top. That overhand right there.
So that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. The power of Chandler is a sight to behold, man. He's so dangerous, so strong physically, and he has so much belief in his strength and his ability to fight at a high pace that he won't slow down.
second round? Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Michael Chandler. All right, so he lands his first takedown of the fight after many failed attempts, so he stayed committed. Now he has the fight in his wheelhouse. Let's see what he can do. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one. Huge connection point there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Hold your ground. I need you to know.
Oh, nice hook by Chandler.
Oh, he didn't like that one.
He's on rolling legs now. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
Oh, I got a guillotine.
Guillotine is tough. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything wrong to allow for himself to get sucked.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Yeah, I have.
Pimlet's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, round three coming up next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
Listen, you probably lost that round. The only reason we lost it is because you're waiting on it. I need you to be firm.
All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job.
Slams it down with conviction, man. Chandler gets caught. Quick shot there, DC. He is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Both guys appeared to land there. Pimlet's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't keep.
Look at that.
Back to his feet. Tries to mix in a takedown here. Oh. Well, DC kind of just played.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, it's getting deep. He's off. What submission defense on display?
Close guard. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3.
He passes the half.
Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom.
Nice defense.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Herb Holy smokes. What a fight. Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
And here once more with the official decision is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Iron Michael Chandler.
All right, nicely done for Michael Chandler, your winner by TKO here tonight. And even Dustin Poirier alluded to some healthy fear when he went into that Michael Chandler fight. Not a lot of lightweights packing power like the Missouri-born Michael Chandler.
No, not many. Not many can step up to the plate in the way that Michael Chandler has. This guy packs a punch, but not only does he pack a punch, he has a real unique ability to go and find finishes once he has his opponents hurt. Tonight, that was on full display.
Packs a lunch, packs a punch, and now potentially will find himself in a UFC title fight after another big flush TKO tonight. Maintains status as one of the best welterweights in the world.
He is absolutely one of the best welterweights in the world. A lot of times people mistake the talk and the persona for Colby not being able to be a fighter. Colby Covington is a fantastic fighter, and he will get in your face from the moment the referee says fight, and the pace, and the cardio, and the work rate that he will push on his opponents is enough to break guys. Guys that are traditionally known as phenomenal cardio fighters like Rafael dos Anjos melt under Colby Covington. He is a great fighter and a very, very hard worker.
Colby Covington steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Dating to his time on The Ultimate Fighter, DC, back in 2015, you got the sense very early on that Kamal Usman could be something special, as he has always put it. I'm a problem. As a champion, he's a real problem.
Yes, he is a problem because he has a basic pressure that most guys can't handle. We saw it in the RDA fight. We saw it in the Woodley fight. And because his wrestling is so fluttering, as he showed in the Moraes fight, his striking opportunities open themselves up. Kamal Usman, as you say, J.A., is a real problem for anybody at 107.
And he's a loyalist. He has been true to his coaches, Henry Hoof, Greg Jones, and everybody else. Kamal Usman has realized the dream and will try to take it to the next level here tonight. Steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. And now our kill the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Colby Chaos Covington. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, chasing further greatness tonight. And even after beating Colby Covington at UFC 245 and then UFC 268, he was not blind to the fact that he still wasn't closed yet.
No, you can tell, right? When you're a champion, you recognize a guy for who he is and who he's going to be in your career for a long time. Usman was aware that he will not be done with Colby Covington. Colby's so good in every facet of fighting that he gets past most. Unfortunately, he has not been able to do that with Usman. But Usman is one of the greatest welterweights of all time and easily one of the greatest fighters in UFC history. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Couple of chins here being tested early. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Covington's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one.
Don't be flat. More. Move. Scramble. Pummel out. Get yourself up.
Gotta be careful here.
This is a better position.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Doing good. It's okay.
Nice transition.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
Covington's back in full mount. 90 seconds to go.
Hey, scramble, get up.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Scramble, get up.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Another strike gets through from the top position. Using a lot of good movement.
Well, he's got his back now. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Covington. These ground strikes really starting to add up. There's another one. 10 seconds to go in round one. Modern fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose. Out to that mouth. All right. Perfect round. I need you to go out there.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Round two now. Kamaru Usman.
Ready to fight?
And that
Right.
man, Colby Covington.
Good.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts.
Usman's now switching his stance. All right, looks like he is going for a hip toss here. Yes, he is, and with amplitude, able to take him down.
He got it. You know it. You know that it's coming, but he got it. He does a great job of disguising his technique. He is a fantastic judo player, and he did a great job of getting to his position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman.
Scramble and go.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and
He
pound.
can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for, because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has sufficient options.
Covington's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. That guillotine is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
30 seconds to go in round 2. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Covington's in half guard. 10 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, take a seat, everybody. Deep breath into that nose. Relax. Okay, I need you to go out this round, and I need you to do better. You have to stay off your back.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Oh, high-level stuff there as he blocks the strike and counters with a jab.
That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
All right, so he finally gets the takedown here. He kept on trying, stayed committed. He told us before the fight, at some point, I'm going to be able to take him down, and that's exactly the way it played out. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Good work from the top here by Covington. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, try to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Covington. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. That was a slick transition.
Covington's got him in a crucifix now. Going to go to work from the top.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side. Drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. Posture's on knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back, up on an elbow, and maybe half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the back.
Covington's right back to the full mount here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
Brad, the newcomer, spent a lot of energy that round forcing the takedowns. This round, we're going to be smart. I want you to cut angles.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you would.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with the 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix this up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
And now he's got the back. And very effective with the ground and pound. Usman's really pressing now. And he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. Making all these shots count. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the Cutman's actually getting excited.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Oh.
Huge elbow. Oh, this could be over soon. He's having his way with him here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
Wow, he's landing. Holy smokes.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
All right, so Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by TKO, and the knockouts really starting to pile up later in Kamaru Usman's career. He found it off of the jab, and the setups were beautiful. This was a clean effort from your guy tonight.
I mean, it starts with the jab. The way he hurts him with the jab, and then he finds that follow-up shot that allows him to win like this. These TKO victories are very difficult to come by, and Kamaru Usman is getting them at the highest level.
Well, he told us in our fighter meeting he absolutely needed So here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, see how he continues to evolve and get better, even as the champion, is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse. Strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. So Islam Makhachev getting back on the proving ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. Cannot break in front of Makhachev, because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason, and as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight, the great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, he is ready to go solely for our main event. The tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Islam MAKHACHEV.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, capacity crowd on hand for the rematch between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski, and most of us walking out of that arena in Perth at UFC 284 knew that that was not the finality and the closure between these two men that we needed. Perhaps we get some time.
Yeah, you look at the closure. People were surprised that Volkanovski competed so well, and I don't know why. Because why would anyone be surprised at anything that Alexander the Great does? He is next level mixed martial artist that improves at a rate that is unheard of. But in Islam Makhachev, you have a guy that can compete with him, a guy that can match him in the striking, and a guy that can get takedowns when needed. Volkanovski will have to change some things tonight if he wants to get the job done.
Watch yourself. Now you gotta get back up. Scramble and get back up.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Oh, that sub is tight.
While he's out, the fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Big ground and pound. Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved into a position break and finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape it.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, Volkanovski's pass is denied. All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, real good submission attempt. Now that one looks terrible. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire. Now he finds himself out and safe.
Volkanovski's back in half guard. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Listen, it's the control of the ground that's winning this fight. He cannot have you are controlling every aspect of the ground.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
All right, round 2. Oh, and he tags him with the... That's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive good lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks.
Both sides, and the chins continue to hold up. Strong outside leg kick. Gets the takedown now, so a nice level change after he had gotten stunned on the feet. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Volkanovski's in half guard.
Beautiful transition. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Oh, Volkanovski's right back to the form.
He's got to start throwing down.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control. And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
This His pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and punches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Good round.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight.
Very fast looking lance.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. That shot blocked by Islam Makhachev. Tries to work it into a takedown. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Makhachev's thigh and the outside of it really starting to bruise here. You wonder how much weight he can put on that leg moving forward.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg.
Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
Makhachev's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
Let's go. I need you to posture and bottom on it.
Nice job staying offensive there as he lands a shot from the bottom. He's got him softened up here.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
And there you go again, half guard.
These ground strikes are starting to add up.
He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Islam Makhachev. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. Makhachev's in half guard now.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to the floor.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Volkan. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship round.
That's what I'm talking about right there. You can't stop your kicks. I want you to keep it up, though. Don't sleep on them kicks. Keep them coming. Keep the pressure coming. Land.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot made it perfect. Oh, all of a sudden.
That leg kick hurt.
Oh, he's got him hurt badly now. Oh, he might be out. Oh, well, you can still attack the thigh, right? We talked about that.
Good work, guys.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by MAKHACHEV.
He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Ah, he's been working hard defensively. Kick block there.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot was what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Oh! So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, Bruce Buffer now inside the octagon has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 6 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, we're becoming a little bit of a broken record with this guy, Alexander Volkanovsky, by TKO. Another dominating performance here in the featherweight division.
I mean, because Johnny shows up, he fights, he wins. It's always rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. He has all the skills in the world, man, and every time he steps in there, they're on full display.